I'm Dane Reid. I went all the way to Vegas to win a Reid Award for the best voiceover talent of the year for a political ad. And guess what? I won. Well, if you spell Reid, R-E-I-D. But the R-E-E-D, I didn't win. I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. Check out my story. So the Reid Awards happen every year and they celebrate excellence in the political field. I grew up in a political family and I always loved politics. You guys might want to check out another video that I did about me turning down some political voiceover and some political ads that I've done in the past. So I decided this year that I was going to go to the Reid Awards because one, it's the Reid Awards, and two, I did some really great attack ads last year against the governor of Georgia that made national news. And I thought, let me enter my name into the Reid Awards and see if I can get voiceover of the year. This is the first year that they're actually doing this competition for voice actors. And so I was excited about it and I entered my name. I also decided to go to Las Vegas because I thought this was a strong place for me to get my political networking on. I've never really been competitive. I've never been a really competitive person. I've never been into like sports and stuff and trying to win awards and trophies and things like that. So for me, this was really like stepping out of my comfort zone. It was really stepping into another arena where I felt like, yeah, I've been doing this for 19 years and why not be acknowledged for what I do? So the event was in Las Vegas, so I decided once I knew that I was a finalist that I was gonna book a ticket, book my hotel. It was at the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas, and I flew out there. Now, let's just be clear. These tickets, they ain't cheap, okay? They ain't cheap, and I am, okay? So I really knew that I was going to win something out of it, whether or not I won the award. There's a really funny story about me being on the plane going out there. It was immediately following VoiceOver Atlanta, VO Atlanta. And so a lot of people here in Atlanta who were here for that conference were on their way out. And so I sit next to a man on the plane. I don't know this guy. And it turns out through speaking to him that it was James Alburger. He is the author of one of the original voiceover books, The Art of Voice Acting. And I had no idea who I was sitting next to, and it was just a lot of fun. We talked for like 3 hours. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Check that out one day. So the first day I get there, I get my badge, I sign up for the Democratic Strategy session, and I get a chance to network and meet some like-minded people. It was awesome because I could talk to them about some of my ideas, because I don't just do voiceover. I have a lot of ideas and I'm always willing to share them with people who hire me. So yeah, that was incredible. The opening night mixer, I gotta tell you, I missed it. I was actually hanging out with a friend, Trey Mosley, that night, who lives in Vegas. And I just kind of wanted to get away from the crowd that night, only to refresh and jump back in it the next day. So the next day there was a meeting. It was kind of like a podcast that they did where they were talking about Latino voters. It was really interesting to hear the conversation around how do you appeal to this audience in multiple languages, multiple demographics from multiple countries. It was really fascinating, especially because I have a deep history and present of traveling to Latin America. That day, I also spent a little bit of time with J. Michael Collins, who, in all full disclosure, did my demo, and my demo is going to debut very soon. Very excited about that. So he was teaching a class, and so I went up there to visit him while he was teaching that class. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So that night was the award show. Really, really, really exciting. I was nervous. I wanted to win. I really, really, really wanted to win. And so we sat down, I had on my tux and everything. I mean, I was looking sharp. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I was ready to make my speech, go up there, you know. And then at the beginning of the ceremony, they announced that they would not be doing acceptance speeches. There was like a silent, but not so silent gasp that went through the room, because you can imagine you have all these people who help run political campaigns. Like, the egos are huge in this room, right? Including mine, because I like speaking in front of people. Obviously, I have a blog, right, where I show my face and everything. So I didn't even know if I wanted to like win anymore. Like, the acceptance speech is everything. I wanted to thank my mama. Actually, I'll do my speech for you guys. So I want to thank my mama and my daddy and everybody else who helped me with this. I want to thank Joe Jacobson, who put me onto this campaign, who trusted me with the voiceover for this campaign. I'd like to thank everyone who I grew up with, from the kid in the 3rd grade who I used to have little debates with. And I also want to thank my parents again for taking me to Congressman Major Owen's office when I was growing up in Washington. And that really influenced me because I grew to really, really, really love politics. That was kind of the gist of my speech. I mean, it wasn't exactly the whole speech, but it was the gist of my speech, you know? I was going to make it a little funnier. I was going to throw in some jokes there. You know, I grew up on the East Coast in a small town of about 8 million people. You know, something like that. You throw in, you know, I never thought that I would make it to this moment. I thought it was funny. I guess it didn't matter because I didn't win. J. Michael Collins won, actually. He tied, actually, with Soroya Butler for Voiceover Talent of the Year. It was funny because Soroya didn't even realize that she was entered in. I realized I was entered in, okay? I realized it. Their campaigns were absolutely amazing. And J. Michael is really good with political to the point that he teaches other voice actors political. And I knew that I was up against some tough competition. But did I feel like I lost? No. I didn't get to do a speech, so no. I won, not just that night, but I won just by going there, putting myself out there, and talking to a room full of people about what I do. Getting business cards, talking to people, because ultimately our voiceover businesses are a business where we have to put ourselves forward. For people to understand our range, they also have to understand our range as a person. They have to be able to see us move. And when people see me move, they know that I can move within the context of their political advertisement. And so what did I win? I won a room full of people who know that I can get the job done for them when it comes to political ads. And that's something that makes me proud. I'll enter my name into other competitions. Certainly there will be plenty of others. I'm definitely entering my book, Forget Having Kids. I'm having fun into some competitions and we'll see where that goes. But I gotta tell you, I had fun. So forget winning the award. If you like this video, if you like this content, if you like me, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, because YouTube doesn't always notify people when there's a video. And I don't do videos all the time like I used to. So subscribe. Also, you can watch the political ad if you go to my website and you look for this video. You'll see the ad, which is pretty darn dope. Don't tell Governor Kemp, because I do live in his state. I don't want no problems, okay? They just hired me, couple dollars. Don't get mad at me, okay? I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. I just hit my microphone. I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. Without hitting my microphone, I'm gone. Peace.